All right, and shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. And double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, that's pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right. It says here, this article I want to read is about Putin making a speech about the West. All right. And he says Western prosperity is based on worldwide pillage. All right. And this is just, tidbit information that proves that, the Edomites here in the West, you are indeed Edomites as far as the establishment is concerned. All right. The powers that be, the powers that run the world are Edomites indeed. Okay. And the Lord has revealed you. No way you can hide yourself. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, bring out that, of course, we bring out these precepts all the time. But I'm going to bring out a precept dealing with the blessing that was given to Esau, all right, which was actually a blessing for his descendants in the future, all right. So we'll start here, all right. Western prosperity based on worldwide pillage, says Putin. Putin delivers a speech during a plenary session as part of the 20th annual meeting of Valdai Discussion Club titled Fair Multipolarity, How to Ensure Security and Development for Everyone in Sochi. All right. Krasnodar region, Russia. All right. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. All right. Uh, he's an Edomite too. Okay. What the Lord is doing is pretty much mounting all these different superpowers up to fight against each other. All right. The scriptures say that Isaiah 13, Joel, the second chapter, Jeremiah goes into the Lord setting the nations in array against Babylon. Isaiah 14 goes into it as well. All right. The Lord has made, Esau, as the scriptures say, what, small among the heathen and greatly despised. Okay. And so that's what's happening. But, don't get it twisted. He's an Edomite too. And he pushing for a one world order as well. You see, they want to build a new world. Okay. So it's nothing different. Okay. They still building that one world infrastructure. Okay. He's an Edomite. Okay. Because you got Jake's Israelites who actually believe, like, Putin, he's pretty much, it's going to come up against the beast and all of this other stuff. Trust me, I've had conversations about it, brief conversations, where they feel like Putin is just going to save them or some shit, and that's the furthest from the truth, right? So let's read this article. It's very short. It says the prosperity of the collective West is largely based upon the pillage. Right, and to pillage something, here it says active plunder, all right, especially in war, okay? Plunder, from pillar, to plunder, loot, ill treat, okay? And that's what Esau has done, okay? His campaigns and his carbon footprint is that of plunder, to plunder by means of war. A figurative use of the Latin pilare, to strip of hair, to skin. Wow. All right. So there's more definitions. Right here it says to plunder, despoil, strip of money or goods by open violence. And that's Esau. All right. Of course, they do it on the sly side. They do it by, they justify the means. They'll create a boogeyman. All right. And they'll convince the world that these people are evil, whoever they want to take down, whoever they want to steal resources from. They'll convince the world that they're evil, and they'll come in and they'll plunder, they'll bomb people to hell, kill innocent people without blinking an eye. in the last, what, 2 decades, they've been moving, they've been using drones heavy, and drones, those drones have been, pretty much annihilating east, the West's enemies. Okay. So, but this is all going back to what? Biblical prophecy. All right. There's a biblical standpoint, okay, which we can apply to what's going on in the world, because prophecy shapes our world. All right. So, I'm gonna read a little bit more, Lord willing, because a lot of stuff coming in my head. It says the entirety. All right, and this is on SOT, I stole this from the elder Yashua. Thanks, by the way, the water. All right, so it says the entirety of Western history has been about endless expansion. All right, and that's true. From Cristobal Colon, which is actually that Columbus Day is actually coming up. All right, and I know elders, apostles, going to be doing lessons on that. So it says, and it still pursues such an approach with the whole world to keep its prosperity be asserted. And that's true. Now they're doing it through the means of humanitarianism, and they're about to exploit the world through, giving certain lewd individuals human rights, and they're going to use that as a ploy to pretty much, if you're not giving certain LGBTQA members human rights, which is, it's not human rights, it's a sexual perversion. All right, and allow them to take over your government and allow them to take over your society. If you're not doing that, America is going to come in and destabilize and plunder, as they have been doing. All right, so it's just another method that they're using, which I call it eugenics. The whole LGBTQA is nothing more than another form of eugenics. Okay, because procreation is one of the main things they attack. All right, so continuing on, it says Western influence in the world is a massive military financial pyramid. That's all it's about. It's about raping, robbing, plundering, and taking. All right, it constantly needs new fuel to support itself. That's right, natural, technological, human resources belonging to others, Putin told the plenary session. All right, so there's two things you can take from this lesson. Is basically the nations are talking about America and have been talking about America and their deeds in the world, their plight in the world, the American military industrial complex, which is headed by Esau. All right, and they're congregating together, and they letting it be known that this is unsustainable. Okay, and so that's fulfilling prophecy too. And also another aspect of this lesson that you can take from this lesson is that this proves that this is Esau. This proves what he's saying. Proves that that blessing is actually happening, and that blessing, which is prophecy, pretty much is happening. All right, it's right in front of our faces. Okay, so it says after the end of the Cold War, after the end of the Cold War, the collective West, led by the U.S., because the West, you can lump the European nations in there as well. All right. Okay. This has been striving to establish and maintain its global hegemony. Putin noted, adding that such efforts were bound to fail from the beginning. Right. But and we know that because that's a trick. That's the trick that the Lord actually put, or snare that the Lord put in the way of Esau, okay, Edom, all right, because they go and plunder, they don't resist blood, as the scriptures say, and blood shall pursue thee. It was all designed for you to fail anyway, all right, and that speaks to the hubris of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says the world is too complex and too diverse to be shaped under a single scheme, all right. And they call it democracy. It's not democracy. I call it demonocracy. But what it is it's America being a dictator. And I did a lesson on it the other day, where America, the West, Esau feels that his values. Oh yeah, the article was called "The Burden of the White Man."